we will have presentation of our honorees, and our MC today is Marcus Cage, and I believe he said Magic 93 is the radio station, so a lot of you know Marcus Cage.
My name is Marcus Cage. I'm program director of Magic 93.1 in Dothan, also board member of both the Tri-State Expo and the Juneteenth Affairs at the George Washington Carver Interpretive Museum. Recently, I was honored by being the subject of Dothan's newest mural called the Jubilee, along with a couple of other people that are in this room right now, and that honors the first Juneteenth parade that was held here in the city. I'd like to take this time to pass on my joy that was given to me and honor today's 2024 Legacy Honors. To read the full bio of each of our honorees, you can scan the QR code that is printed on the program. First, we'd like to honor Mr. James Pruitt. James Otis Pruitt. Mr. Pruitt, would you raise your hand, please? Okay, it's right up front. Mr. Pruitt was born in the Dale County, Skipperville area. He attended George W. Long School and graduated from Job Corps in Clearfield, Utah. James was one of the first blacks hired at Pea River, where he worked for 19 years. He also retired from the Dale County Board of Education in 2012 and also married for 53 years. Mr. Pruitt is a member of St. Rose Missionary Baptist Church, where he also serves as head deacon. Mr. Pruitt states, "Life has taught me to be a man of my word. Your name will get you to get to a place before you do. When I'm gone, remember me by my walk and my talk. I love Jesus, but I'm not ready to see him yet." Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. James Pruitt. Mrs. Mary J. Merritt. Please stand. Oh, right in front of us. Through her unwavering dedication to meeting the needs of the community, her countless leadership endeavors in the community, and her impact on profession, Ms. Merritt is a reflection of servant leadership and the fulfillment of the essence of life. A longtime resident of Enterprise, Alabama, Ms. Merritt has left a mark in the Enterprise community through her community and civic involvement. She was appointed by the Alabama governor to serve as member of the Environmental Management Commission, the current president of Club, I hope I'm saying it. Thank you. Yes, okay. And she serves with the Alpha Pi Chi sorority. Ms. Merritt volunteers her time to provide free income tax preparation to high school and college students, and throughout the year collects personal hygiene products and uses them to prepare Christmas goodie bags for the residents of the Enterprise Nursing Home. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Miss Mary J. Merritt. Next we have Reverend Robert L. Jones. Reverend Jones. Reverend Robert L. Jones was born in Tallahassee, Florida, raised in Panama City, Florida, served 3 years in the U.S. Navy, and afterwards finished high school at Pensacola Junior College Adult High School. Reverend Jones earned a degree from Gulf Coast and Junior College in Panama City, a BA degree from the University of West Florida in Pensacola, and an MDiv degree from Morehouse College of Religion in Atlanta. Reverend Jones came to Dothan in July of 1982 and in time was elected pastor of North Highland Missionary Baptist Church, where he served for 40 plus years. During the past 4 decades, Reverend Jones has served in many capacities that have positively impacted the lives of oppressed people. Pastor Jones was president of the Interdenominational Ministries Alliance and president of the sister organization IMALC. He also worked with the Dothan Ministries Alliance to help bridge the racial gap between churches of the Wiregrass. He also served on the board of directors of Human Resource, worked with the local chapter of the NAACP, an ADC member, and worked diligently with group called Save Our Children. Ladies and gentlemen, Reverend Robert L. Jones. Introducing to you Mr. Tellis Copeland.
Here, I'm right here.
Right here. Mr. Copeland is a native of Ayrton, Alabama. He graduated from Clio Public High School and then earned a Bachelor of Science degree in biology from Alabama A&M College in 1963. He continued his thirst for scientific knowledge by attending Villanova University and Texas Tech University through the National Science Foundation Fellowship Program for Secondary Mathematics and Science Teachers. Mr. Copeland earned a Master of Science degree in Counseling and Guidance in addition to a Master's of Science in Administration and Supervision from Troy State University. Mr. Copeland taught biology, chemistry, physical science, and physics in Matthews School in Pinkert and Dale County High School prior to his employment in an academic counselor at Wallace Community College. Wallace Community College, retired as Dean of the Extended Day Program in August of 2000. Mr. Tellis has a strong sense of community and spends a great deal of time in service to others. He was the first person of color to serve on the Houston County Health Care Authority Board of Directors for Southeast Health. Mr. Tellis also served on several boards in the area. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tellis Copeland.
Yes, sir.
Next we have Mrs. Gussie M. Cochran. Over in the rear over here. After graduating out of Ashford, Ms. Cochran obtained her BS degree in elementary education and certification in secondary education from Alabama State College, and her MS degree in secondary education from Troy State University. In her 36 years as an educator with the Houston County school system, Ms. Cochran taught all levels of education from health, social studies, to being a volleyball and basketball coach. She is still actively involved in numerous civic and professional and religious organizations such as the Dothan alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Inc., Alabama Education Retirees Association, and many more. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Gussie M. Cochran. Ms. Inez Pennington. You said it before I did. Also known as Miss P, Auntie, and the Hat Lady. Miss Pennington was born as and currently resides in Ozark. Currently a self-employed business owner of House of Hats in downtown Ozark. She retired from being the Youth Center Director in Fort Rucker. She was also Youth Center Director at the Atsui, is that correct? Atsui Naval Base in Atsui, Japan. And Recreation Center Director, City of Ozark. Ms. Pennington also a member of the Daffodil Garden Club, the NAACP, ADC, Concerned Citizen, and counselor with OCOP. She has been recognized as a stalwart entrepreneur in the Wiregrass area and also named one of the empowered women of Dale County. In 1976, Ozark Woman of the Year and Dothan Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Woman of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Inez Pennington. We got one request for time. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
I just had to say one word. And I want y'all to know, I want to tell you how thankful I am to you. 93.
Once again, let's hear it from Ms. Pennington. Ms. Teresa McKissick Smith. Ms. Smith? Okay, I couldn't see you over there. Born and raised in Dothan, Alabama, Ms. Smith graduated from George Washington Carver High School with the class of 1965 and pursued her education further by obtaining a Bachelor's of Science degree from Alabama State University and a Master of Science degree from the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor, Michigan. In 1969, Ms. Smith began her teaching career in Brewton, Alabama, where she played a pivotal role as one of the first black teachers assisting the integration process in Escambia County. After moving to Detroit, Michigan, Ms. Smith's dedication to education extended beyond the classroom. She held the position of grade-level chairperson for her school, served as mentor for novice teachers, represented her school with the Union for the Detroit Federation of Teachers, and in 1998, she was selected as Who's Who amongst America's teachers. After retirement, Ms. Smith volunteered her time to a number of schools in our area. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Ms. Teresa McKissick Smith. Ms. Brenda J. Roberts Harper. After graduating Alabama State Laboratory High, Ms. Harper earned the Bachelor of Science and Masters of Education degrees from Alabama State University in Montgomery. As a devoted teacher, Ms. Harper taught in the Alabama school systems until she retired. She has molded the minds in Elba, where she was awarded Teacher of the Year and again Teacher of the Year in Dale County High. She is a charter member of the Kappa Pi Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, in which she has actively served in the sorority for 75 years. And during her tenure as president of the chapter, she was instrumental in rendering scholarships to area students in sponsoring Reading is Fundamental workshops. Ms. Harper is also a member of the Ozark Hospitality Club, has been president of the Ozark chapter, charter chapter of the American Business Women's Association, the Daffodil Garden Club of Ozark, the Boys and Girls Club of Ozark, Boys and Girls Club of Ozark Board of Director, and the Dale County Education Retirees Association, and remains an active member. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Brenda J. Harper. Once again, what you're hearing this morning is just a tip of the iceberg of many of the accomplishments of today's honorees. Please read their full bios by scanning the QR code on the program in front of you. Dr. Martha H. Ramming, Dr. Raming's journey epitomizes dedication, passion, and excellence in education and community service. With a Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education from Bethune-Cookman University, and later a Master of Science and Doctor of Education degree from Nova Southern University, Dr. Raming embarked on a lifelong mission to instill knowledge and inspire young minds. Her tenure as administrative assistant, assistant principal, and principal showcased her exceptional leadership and management skill. She was a finalist for the Florida Primary Administrator of the Year and received accolades such as the Martin Luther King Recognition Award, United Way Leadership Award, and the Milken National Educators Award. Though retired, Dr. Raming continues to be a source of wisdom, guidance, and inspiration to all who have had the privilege of knowing her. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Martha H. Raming. Mr. Samuel Reynolds. Unfortunately, he couldn't be in today, and accepting the award on his behalf is Phil Mitchell. Mr. Mitchell, okay. Phi Beta Sigma fraternity member has excelled in gaining a vast knowledge of many subject areas and successes through his history in employment and service. Mr. Reynolds has obtained a BS in Computer Information Systems from Troy University, an MS in Information System Management from Strayer University, has given over 25 years of honorable military service, instructs CIS for the Enterprise State Community College, and is also the owner and CEO for Reynolds Vegetable Farm LLC. And Top Shelf Picks. He is also Enterprise Alabama Man of the Year. He is the Alabama Senior Citizens Hall of Fame and a Distinguished Toastmaster, Inc. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Samuel Reynolds, and please keep him in your prayers. Dr. Floyd V. Griffin. A native of Dothan, Alabama, with early life ambitions of being involved with the Supreme Court, but God had other plans for him. This husband of 47 years is a graduate from Dothan City School System. Dr. Griffin obtained an MBA from Troy University of Dothan and also received a Bachelor of Science and Master's degree from Albany State University. Dr. Griffin furthered his education by answering God's call and received a Doctor of Ministry degree from Anderson Theological Seminary, certifications from the Montgomery and Birmingham Fellowship of Christian Athletes Huddle Training Program, and another doctoral degree in Christian counseling from Bethany Seminary. Dr. Griffin then returned to where he began, the Dothan City School System, where he spent 36 years educating young minds while serving in the capacities as principal, assistant principal, business and finance teacher, a coach in football, basketball, golf, and track. Dr. Griffin is also a founding member of the Dothan Alumni Chapter, as well as a life member of the Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Floyd V. Griffin. Introducing Miss Mary Lou Corbett Hayes. She's not here. Unfortunately, I've been told that she is not here either. A 66-strong graduate from Carver High School, Ms. Hayes has been a servant to our community from her work at Peterson Street Baptist Church. I'm sorry, Patterson. I write incorrectly. Please forgive me. Patterson Street Baptist Church, to working with the Single Parents in Need feeding program. In 2003, Ms. Hayes started a program called Reach Out and Touch. She has received honors such as the Girlfriends Award, Certificate of Appreciation by 2 Lives in 1 Lifetime, and a Danzy Seed of Faith Foundation honoree. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Miss Mary Lou Corbett Hayes.
That was her husband, Anthony Hayes.
Anthony Hayes was accepting the award for her. Thank you. Another attendee that is unable to make it, Mr. Gary Jerome Thornton Griffin. Accepting his award will be Renee Griffin. Raised in Dothan, Alabama, Mr. Griffin holds a Master of Public Administration from the American University in Washington, D.C. He has held numerous decision-making positions, which include those within the Department of Defense and the Office of the Secretary of Defense in Washington. In April 1973, he successfully filed the first class action discrimination suit against the Department of Defense on behalf of the black employees to test the new Equal Employment Act passed by Congress in 1972. The suit, dubbed Spencer and Griffin versus the Department of Defense, opened the door for many blacks to obtain jobs and promotions within the Department of Defense and other government agencies. agencies, member and past president of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, Mr. Griffin has received the NAACP Roy Wilkins Meritus Award, the Department of Defense Meritus Award, Outstanding Employee Service Award for 13 consecutive years with the Defense of Communication Agency, as well as other organizational awards too. Too numerous to mention. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Mr. Gary Jerome Thornton Griffin. Dr. Jacqueline Mills, hiding behind us. Dr. Jacqueline Mills, originally from Ashford, Alabama. Dr. Mills is a wife of 55 years, a mother and grandmother. After graduating from SER Grimsley High School in Ashford, Dr. Mills continued her education and received a Bachelor's of Science from Alabama State University, a Master's from Troy University of Dothan, and her Doctor of Education from Bethel Bible College and Seminary in Troy. In the past, Dr. Mills has been honored as Zeta of the Year, a 2020 Black History Gala Award recipient, a Trailblazer Award recipient from the Wiregrass Federation, and a fellow 2023 legend of the Tri-State Expo Juneteenth Awards Affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Jacqueline Mills. Next we have Mr. James Pruitt. Oh, I'm sorry, he was the first, that's right. I did this because I had this to say. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your legacy honorees. I would like to now introduce to you our legacy lifetime honoree, Dr. Francina Littlefield Williams.
All right.
Dr. Williams? Oh, she's behind. Okay. Born in Gadsden, Alabama, Dr. Williams has enjoyed a long and distinguished career spanning education, community mental health, consulting, and culture in Dothan and throughout the Wiregrass, an educator in many schools in the U.S., where she was also a director at Wiregrass Community Mental Health. She was invited to the Carter White House to be honored for her pioneering work in the development and delivery of community mental health services, and she also operated her own practice as a diversity consultant. Dr. Williams is a visionary who drove the creation of the George Washington Carver Interpretive Museum and served as its director for 7 years. Dr. Williams' commitment to community improvement includes lifelong service work with her sorority Alpha Kappa Alpha, a charter member of the Wiregrass Art Museum Board, and served a long tenure on the Wiregrass Mental Health Board, Inc. She was an active member of the Dothan Community Relations Group and served on numerous community projects and committees. She has a wall covered with civic awards and professional honors from area churches, Troy University, and the city of Troy, the National Alliance on Mental Health, the South Central Alabama Girl Scout Council, AmeriCorps, the Wiregrass Blues Society, the Wiregrass Pan-Hellenic Council, and area sorority chapters, including Delta Sigma Theta, Zeta Phi Beta, and her beloved sisters of Alpha Kappa Alpha. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to present the Legacy Lifetime Award to Dr. Francina L. Williams. Those are your honorees for this morning. I thank you very much.
The next people I want to introduce is anybody from the Divine Nine. We tried to represent the Divine Nine as honorees and other community. If you are a member of the Divine Nine, raise your hand, or if you're a president, would you stand so we can let you make an announcement? Any president of the Divine Nine?
The first vice president.
The first vice
My name is
president.
Winnie Frazier. I'm first vice president of the Dothan and Wiregrass chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Okay, there you go.
And to your right.
And sir,
I'm Phil Mitchell, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. I'm a executive board officer, but I'm not the president.
I'm Dr. Jacqueline Mills. I'm representing Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Beta Upsilon Zeta chapter. I'm not the president, but I am an officer. I am the historian.
Everybody standing?
Miss.
I'm Phyllis Griffin, first president of the Dothan and Wiregrass chapter of Delta Sigma Theta.
Okay.
I'm in awe of this today. And it has been enlightening. I am not an original Dothanite, but I have been here for almost 48 years. And I know all of these people. And it's wonderful.
Mr. Copeland.
I'm Tillis Copeland, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity. I'm also one of the founding members of our local chapter, Kappa Beta Beta. And I'm not an officer. I'm just a member.
But you found me. My husband's your
Yeah.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Reverend Dr. Letitia Roberts Henley. I am the immediate past interim executive director of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. I am a member of the Beta Upsilon Zeta chapter here in Dothan.
And I would like to introduce my president of Kappa Pi Omega chapter.
Greetings, my name is Florinda Neal Williams. I am the president of the local chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha, Kappa Pi Omega chapter. This event has been a wonderful, awesome event. I am glad that I came. I got to see some people that I hadn't seen in a long time. So it was really great for you all to honor these honorees today. Thank you.
Mr. Benford.
Hello, my name is Antonio Benford. I'm the vice president of the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Rome Upsilon Atlanta chapter. Gracious and blessed to